What's up, guys? So in today's video we're going to be talking about Aurora Cannabis and will Aurora stock recover, go back up, or rebound from its 52-week low. So guys, we have a lot of stuff to talk about Aurora Cannabis, so let's just get right into it. But before I start talking about Aurora, I want you guys to subscribe to my channel and smash that like button because it really helps. And also, I just recently passed 200 subscribers, so I've been basically adding a daily video on or off for the past month or so. So really thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I've hit 100% growth in subscribers over the past month, so I really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. This is currently still the most popular owned stock on Robinhood, and I recently posted a video. It was about 3 weeks ago, and it got a lot of views on it. So a lot of you guys were wondering what's going on with Aurora. So let's just get right into it. So we're really dealing with a stock that has been absolutely crushed in the markets. Aurora is currently trading at a 52-week low here, but for me this is the spot where I'm very interested in buying. So I just want to show you guys, I recently opened a position in Aurora stock. So if you look into my Robinhood, I just purchased 40 shares and I'm at an average cost of around $1.93. I bought a few shares before the price dropped a little bit further. So right now I'm sitting at 40 shares with a cost basis of $77.32, and I'm already down about 14% in position. But I just want to explain to you guys why I think that this is a major time to buy. But before I talk about exactly what I think, I want to show you guys some recent articles that were posted so we can kind of get a holistic view on the company. So I don't want to be 100% biased. So let's just talk about a couple of articles that have recently been posted. Now, there are some people that disagree with me when I say that Aurora is going to bounce off of this key support level. So here's an article posted in Market Watch. It says Aurora Cannabis now has a $1 price target from 2 analysts. So it says Aurora Cannabis is set to go to $1. And then it says Piper Sandler analyst Michael Levery downgraded the cannabis producer equivalent sell, issued a $1 target price. And it says Levery wrote that his team does not expect Aurora to achieve positive cash flow from operations till the third quarter of fiscal 2021 and projects a cash deficit of $52 million in the interim. The struggling weed company will also have to refinance millions of dollars. The conversion rate there, I guess around $300 million worth of debt, which would leave it around, I believe, around 650. Is Canadian dollar, so I'm trying to convert it on the fly. So around $650 million in debt and around, I guess, $22 million in cash in fiscal 2020. So he says Aurora could opt to take more significant austerity measures and consider asset sales, improve his cash position. Okay, so these analyst guys, when they're writing these targets, they're just thinking 3-6 months in the future. They're not thinking 2, 5, 10 years in the future. And one of the things about this channel is when I talk about companies, I'm not talking about them just in the short term. So I guess I do short-term trades, but that's with options. But when I buy a stock, I plan to hold it for at least 2 to 5 years. Because I'm not the type of guy that's going to constantly be in and out of the markets. If I want to do a short-term thing, I'm going to trade options. So when I buy something, I plan to hold on to it. So for instance, I just think that this is just short-term thinking. Will it hit $1? Maybe. But it's clear to see that Aurora is one of the leaders in the cannabis market. And whether you're involved in recreational sales, whether you're involved in the CBD oil products, whether you're involved in a medicinal brand, it's safe to say that this is a renewable plant that grows on the planet. So it's easy for them to constantly increase their production by simply just planting more seeds. It's just as simple as that. And the fact that, you know, we're in a transitional phase where all around the world marijuana use is being decriminalized. Cannabis use is you're not seeing, people are understanding the benefits that it is a plant. So a lot of these articles are very short term in nature. If you guys are thinking about getting in and out of the stock, you might want to avoid it. But if you're thinking 2, 5, 10 years down the road, this is a great company to get involved with. So let's go to another article that I wanted to talk about, where it's talking about not being able to meet its debt requirements. So it says that with a $360 million loan coming due, at least 3 eligible conscious that the pot company may be unable to meet the covenants on that debt. So what they're talking about is they're talking about a note that is coming up, and they're thinking that they won't have enough money to pay that note, so they might have to sell off some assets, to sell off some, even though the company has been acquiring companies like gangbusters. But I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the acquisitions later. So once again, it says leverage. What I mentioned earlier, they're saying that they have a debt to EBITDA ratio over 4 times. He doesn't expect it to reach that level to the second half of 2022. So okay, so basically everyone is thinking that Aurora is going to be finally positive, is going to start making money in about the third quarter 2021. So how far is that from now? Well, that's about 18 months from now. So the short-term thinking on this company, that's baked into the stock. But what will the price of Aurora be in 2021, 2022? Will you be able to buy shares at around $1.66? I don't think so. So now that I've showed you guys some kind of the negative side of it, let's go into some of the positive things. So if we take a look at, I want to show you guys, sorry about that, wrong page. I'll show you guys the corporate profile. So first of all, let's take a holistic look at Aurora. If you guys are new to my channel, I did make a previous video on it. If you guys didn't see that video, you can check that out in the description as well. I talk a bit more about it. But I just want to quickly go over some of the nice things that this company is doing. And particularly, I want to go over some of the acquisitions they've made. So as you guys can see here, with acquisitions of CanaMed, MedRelief, Anodyne, Aurora's research and development team now comprises more 40 PhD and master's level researchers, continue to pursue clinical trials, develop market IP, establish new drug delivery technologies, enhance cultivation efficiencies. So this company is constantly acquiring new companies, and obviously if they're making so many acquisitions, they obviously believe that they'll be able to reach and pay that note when it expires. So, once again, this company is taking a very, very, very long-term approach with their growth. They understand that the world is going to be heavy demand of cannabis, not just on the medicinal side, because obviously it's good for medicinal reasons, but the CBD products are going to be gangbusters. There's already been multiple celebrities that have vouched for them. I can remember recently, you guys in the United States, Robert Gronkowski, he talked about how the CBD oil, he recently retired from the Patriots. He talked about how if he was allowed to use it, it would have extended his career. So there's a lots of millionaires and celebrities that are already on this stuff. It's just a matter of time until it trickles down to the general populace. So let's just talk a little bit about some of the recent price action. So if you've been looking at the short-term chart on, wait a second, let's just do. So for the short-term chart, this stock has been getting crushed. So if you've been buying, you're just being basically like catching a falling knife, which is something I don't really like to do. So what I did was I recognized that on Robinhood, there's actually a feature you can open up, 5-year chart. So we can see here that around 2016, Aurora Cannabis was hitting resistance at around, let's say about similar mark that we're at right now, but it looks like there was some resistance around $1.80. That's the high here on the chart, and then it broke out. So that's when it broke out, and then ever since then it's been coming down. But here we are around that same resistance, and once it passed over that resistance, it became support. So this is actually a key support level for the stock. So if you're long-term into Aurora Cannabis, this is a huge buying opportunity for you. Even if it goes down to between $1 to $2, for me, this is the acquisition period. I don't want to wait until 2021 third quarter when everyone expects it to go profitable, because then that way the price is going to be way up. So if you are interested and you believe in the cannabis revolution, guys, this is a plant grown on God's earth. There needs to be a complete demystification and just de-brainwashing in general from the beneficial uses of the marijuana plant. Maybe it's not so beneficial in burning and things like that, but for things like for the oil I think it's just like coconut oil, right? So you've got coconut oil, you've got canola oil, you've got these oils that you can extract from the plant are so beneficial for health reasons. So that's why I am extremely bullish on Aurora Cannabis stock. Right here, I only have 40 shares, but I just been recently buying. Once it hit under $2, I was hitting the buy button. And I'm going to continue building up a position in this stock. I think for this year, I'm going to aim for about 1,000 shares, give or take. Like I said, I don't want to go too heavy because, like I said, there has been some speculation that this company could go to $1, but under $2, I'm buying. You know, if it's under $2 a share, I mean, you go to, for instance, let's say you go to McDonald's, you know, you buy a large French fry. It's going to cost you, you know, around $2. You're saying that what would you rather purchase, a share of Aurora Cannabis or a large French fry? So right now the price is it's just too cheap in my opinion, because I'm thinking in 2025 people are going to be like, wow, you know, Aurora Cannabis was trading under $2. So another reason that I really like the stock, not only do I like it because it's right around that support level, but let's take a look at another key level. Market cap, 1.73 billion. This company is one of the biggest players in the cannabis industry and is trading under $2 billion. That price just seems just crazy to me. It just seems way too cheap. So guys, that's what I think about will the stock recover. Yes, I believe Aurora will recover. When it will recover, I'm not sure. But as long as it's going to be under $2, as long as we're going to see Aurora Cannabis within this $2 range, I'm basically able to acquire the same company that was on sale back in 2016. So it's like being able to go back like 4 years in time, and not 4 years quite, more like 3 years. 3 years in time and acquire the same company. So for me, this is an outstanding buy. I want to acquire as many shares as possible in my Robinhood account. So guys, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow along with my progress with Aurora Cannabis. I'm going to be making more videos on this company. If you're interested in some of my other cannabis stock recommendations, I also like Tilray as well. And I'm going to be doing a video on Canopy Growth because I've been seeing some nice things with that company. But eventually I'll try to cover as many of these stocks as possible because I want to make sure you guys have the right information, because by 2030, a lot of these companies are going to be massive profit generating companies. I mean, just for Aurora instance, people believe the company is going to be profitable by 2021. Can you imagine how much money it's going to be making in 2030? So that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about Aurora Cannabis stock. What is your opinion on it? You know, whether you think it's a buy, whether you think it's a sell, or are you just holding on to your shares? I'd really like to know, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of your comments because I really appreciate you guys supporting my channel. And like I said, I make these videos for you. So if you have any other stocks you want me to cover, just let me know in the comments. Until then, take care.